talk, I finish. That's the rule. Judy Justice is a really exciting new adventure that gives me an opportunity to come into streaming while producing a different kind of court show. Now, I have a new team. My law clerk happens to be my granddaughter. And then there's Whitney. She's a fabulous stenographer. And my bailiff, Kevin, is one of the warmest people. Try to begin with the truth. That's always the easiest thing to begin with. We are upping the game. I don't care what you believe. I am who I am. Sometimes PC, sometimes not. Don't speak, but consistent. You want me to believe that? You want this face to believe that?
There's a good energy with all of us.
This show is the judge on steroids.
That's either a yes or a no.
Judy is Justice.
There is always an opportunity for a new adventure.
Good morning, Sarah, Kevin, Whitney, Jeff in Las Vegas.
Hello,
Hi.
Jeff.
Thank you for joining me today for Judy Justice, streaming on IMDb TV. Very exciting show. I'm a huge fan of Judge Judy. I mean, I think I've got all my my legal experience from her over the years, and I love it. Well, Sarah, let's begin with you. Judy Justice, this is a different kind of court show, isn't it?
I think it's much different than before. The judge has sort of familiar tools in myself as the clerk and Whitney as the stenographer that she can now use up on the bench and create a little bit more action. So it's exciting.
And Kevin, what is the role of a bailiff in the courtroom exactly?
Yeah, first of all, is maintain and protect the judge and maintain order in the courtroom and do the swearing in for the plaintiff and defendant and just pass evidence from plaintiff to defendant to the judge when needed.
And Kevin, is that a specific job when someone joins law enforcement? Do they apply to be a court bailiff? I always wondered, is that a specific program they apply to?
Yes, you have to apply for it, most definitely, most definitely.
Well, you must have something special in you to get it, huh?
Yes, sir.
And Whitney, can you tell us what your role is on Judy Justice?
Yeah, so I'm the court stenographer in Judy's courtroom. So I am taking down everything that is being said. And so now she's able to utilize that record that I'm making to go back and verify things during the case and then use that to help aid her in her ruling.
She never returned the clothes to him.
And she not clothes. I don't care about
to return my car either.
Right now, I don't care about the clothes. Right now, this is a simple contract case, which is very easy for me. You know, despite the blurry lines of truth, it's actually quite simple.
And Sarah, you have a special relationship with Judge Judy, don't you? Can you describe your grandmother on and off screen?
Yes, we do. My grandmother and I have been very close from birth, I'd say. And so to be able to move our personal relationship into a successful professional one and just to see how she's supported me throughout this whole experience has been really great to work with her and to learn from her more than anything has been wonderful.
And Kevin, how would you describe Judge Judy's, how is she different behind the scenes? Because there's that special relationship between a bailiff and a judge, isn't there?
It is. You know, she's behind the scene, on the scene. Judge is the same. She's smart, witty, funny, hilarious, and it's when working with her, you know, you learn a lot from her. She's going to give you humor and education at the same time. Viewers going to learn a lot.
And Whitney, take us through the training to be a stenographer. You know, there's so many, you know, just earlier I was listening to the Supreme Court live, they're hearing cases this morning, and I couldn't understand anything they were saying. So was there specific words that you have difficulty that you learn how to type in as a stenographer?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a different language. It's called steno. And so, I mean, it takes usually 3 to 5 years to get through court reporting school. Then you have to pass the state exam at over 200 words a minute at 98% accuracy. So we are trained to hear everything, take everything down. But yeah, I'm definitely getting used to the way Judy speaks and some of the words that she uses a lot, her little Judaism, so I'm able to come up with quicker ways to write them.
And Sarah, can you take us back to the moment where you decided to get into the legal profession and you told your grandmother, you know, I feel like I'm going to go into this career, and what her reaction was?
Yeah, I think coming out of college and pretty much my whole life, even before college, I wanted to get in on family dinners. And until you knew the law and until you knew what people were actually talking about, my parents, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, you kind of didn't have a seat at the table. So I knew that if I wanted a seat at the big kids table, I had to sort of figure out the whole legal world for myself. And so coming out of college, when I made that decision to go to law school, I think she was surprised that I wanted to follow in her footsteps, but understood that this was just a calling for me that I felt really passionate about.
Well, Sarah, Kevin, Whitney, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Congratulations on your new series, Judy Justice, streaming on IMDb TV. Thank you so much, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank
you.
you.